Okay? Now, on direct pay, you're going to get paid 15 pay lines deep. Okay? Okay, 15 pay lines deep. Now, everyone that comes into your direct pay, you're going to make $2 in residual income, or 2.5% of the wholesale dollar. Okay? So, if you make $2 on everyone, let's just take an example. Let's say if you found 2 consumers for charity. Just 2. Okay? We're not going to go with big numbers right now. We're just going with 2. So, those 2 will go on your first pay line. Okay? You got 2 consumers for charity there. Now, how much do you make on your first pay line? $4. $4. Alright? Now, let's say if those 2 duplicated your efforts, and they went out and got just 2. Okay? How many would that put on your second pay line? 4 people. Now, how much are you making on your second pay line? $8. Everyone see how we got that? $2 on each person. On your second pay line, you have 4. 4 times $2, that's $8. Okay? Now, if those 4 went out and got just 2, how many would that put on your third pay line? Boom. Now, let's kind of walk this down. And when you get your website, you'll be able to print all this good information out, so you'll be able to follow it. And this is for, again, illustration purposes only, but the numbers are real. Okay? So, if those 8 went out and got just 2, how many do we have? 16. Next row.
32. 64. 56.
$512.
24. 248. 496. 81. 92.
Now, this is based on everyone getting 2 people, just 2. And by your 15 pay line, you're looking at 32,768 people that you get paid on. This is what I call in spite of you money. Now, how many people did you personally sponsor? Just 2. And then everyone just duplicated. Boom. I'm going to talk about that in our training later on how we can do this very, very quickly. Now, this is going to put you at about $131,068 per month. You add up all your pay lines, this is your monthly pay. That's pretty substantial. Anyone work with $131,000 a month? I work with it. Okay? So when you look at this number here, guys, think about the minimal effort needed to make this happen.
Pay my house off in 1 month.
There you go. That's good. That's good. Pay the house off. That's mortgage got right enough. There you go. There you go. Pay the house off. All right? So that's direct pay. Any questions on our direct pay? Any questions on direct pay? Now, if you want to, you can do this with the same equations, different numbers. Let's say we got someone like a Michael Dinkins. Michael Dinkins, you go out there and get what, about 4 people off the bat? Michael Dinkins get 4 off the bat. So if we got 4 people personally sponsored and everyone duplicated what Mike did, how many does that put on his second pay line? 16. Now, if those 16 went out and did the same exact thing and got just 4, how many does that put on the next pay line? Next, those 64 go out and get 4. How many do we have on the 4 pay line? All right. If those 256 go out and get just 4 each, that gives us 1,024. Those go out and get 4. That'll put us at 4,096. Those go out and get 4. 16,384. 65,356. 536. Now think about what just happened. We just increased numbers just a little bit. Just a little bit. And look, by this point, you know what you're making by the time you hit this 8th level?
Done.
Yeah, you can say that. Done. Exactly. Looking at $174,760 a month.
You won't even go 15 deep.
You couldn't even go 15 pay lines deep. I mean, so to put it in perspective, right now, guys, we have people bringing on 5, 10, 15 people at a time on our team. So what I'm showing you may seem like, but think about it. What if you were 90% wrong? 90% wrong. Would an extra $17,400 be okay? That'll work for most households. Okay? But this is how, this is going to be insane. And we're just beginning. This is our first meeting here, first training here, and we're just beginning. And the way this thing is moving right now, guys, we're going to blow this out the water. Big time. Big time. Okay? So any questions on direct pay? Yes, Ron?
Could you briefly explain compress?
Compression?
Compression between lines. I get that question, so I know some people may, which is a benefit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
15 compressed lines.
Okay, Ronnie is referring to 15 compressed pay line. What that means, let's say, gotta go back to smaller numbers here. Okay, we're just gonna go with some crazy numbers. Say we got 2 people here, 5 people here, 10 people here, 30 people on this pay line, 50 people on this pay line, 20 on this pay line, 10 on this pay line, 80 on this pay line, 100 on this pay line, 200 on this pay line, 300 on this pay line, 10 on this pay line, 20 on this pay line, 50 and 10. Now, because the pay lines can work differently, so let's say if all these folks in your pay line, okay, you're getting paid on all these individuals, correct? Everyone understand that. Now, what compression means, you're getting paid up to 15 pay lines deep, but people are still bringing folks in, okay? So you're going to have a 16, 17, 18, and on and on and on pay lines, okay? Now, what happens, you're going to have people joining here, but you don't get paid on those folks after the 15 pay line. But what happens, let's say if one of these persons here, -1, they don't order. Okay? Someone down here in the 16 pay line rolls up and boom, you still get paid. That's compression. So if someone way up here stops, say you got 10 here, now you have 9. Well, if that person stops, if you compress, what happens, it could be someone from here, boom, it's going to take the place of that order so you still get paid on it. So when you get to our cap, which is $250,000 a month, okay, once you get to that cap, you can really be retired. You can really go to the, Tahiti on the beach and go 6 months and come back and you're still intact. Why? Because of compression. Because if anyone stops here, all these people that grew, they're going to just replace every time they stop. They replace. See what I'm saying? So compression is huge. So I'm glad you asked that question, Ronnie. And like I said, we're going to get really in depth when we go into our training in a little bit. So we're going to really talk about some stuff.